Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic might be one of the closest gaming experiences you can have when looking for a Mass Effect adjacent game. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic is a massive and completely in-depth sci-fi RPG, filled to the brim with character choices, dialogue options, combat parameters, and narrative arcs. The story here revolves around a galactic and seemingly endless war between the Jedi Knights and the Sith. Star Wars fans in particular will enjoy this game because of the incredible amount of power available, as well as being able to customize your own lightsaber while traversing various planets and biomass. The Outer Worlds is a truly comprehensive single-player sci-fi RPG, centered around various factions competing for power. You play as a customizable character who awakens years later after an accident that caused your colonist ship to disappear into space. As you explore Halcyon, you will encounter a number of companions who can assist you in your quest to reclaim the galaxy. The Outer Worlds puts a heavy emphasis on RPG elements, particularly the numerous dialogue choices and decisions that will ultimately shape the outcome of your story. The game in the Outer Worlds is full of variety. As you explore different planets, colonies, and settlements, you can complete main missions and side missions to fully reveal the experience. Dead Space is one of the best gaming experiences in space revolving around horror. Although unlike Mass Effect in terms of RPG layers, Dead Space will appeal to science fiction fans due to the importance it places on space exploration. The main character, Isaac Clarke, is full of character nuance and is the one most players will be hooked to throughout the game. Isaac Clarke is trapped in space and lost in the USG Shimur, a completely abandoned and eerie dark fortress. This is a game of a man's survival, fighting his own demons and necromorphs, alien-like creatures that hunt and follow Isaac's every move. While the Cyberpunk 2077 is controversial due to its less launch than stellar, it still manages to be a highly immersive experience. Set in the open world of Night City, your character V is looking for a very special and unique implant that potentially holds the key to immortality. Night City and its residents are obsessed with body modifications and grandeur. The story and subsequent characters in Cyberpunk 2077 focus on power and how to use it to control parts of their metropolis. This game is all about choice and narrative consequences, with every interaction that shapes how the player's story evolves. System Shock is a classic action-adventure experience of the FPS in the 90s. This cyberpunk and sci-fi adventure focuses on Shodan, an omnipotent and terrifying AI, determined to take full control of Citadel Station. As an anonymous hacker, your job is to understand every aspect of this powerful AI and eliminate it completely. It is Trioptimum Corporation that manages responsibility for using power. As a hacker, the player has the ability to access emails, data disks, and security systems to put together how Shodan gains such control. Although not as open-ended and comprehensive as the Mass Effect series, System Shock offers an alternative sci-fi adventure for those who love the fear of cyberpunk. Destiny 2 is one of the greatest modern sci-fi games, and despite its more focus on multiplayer action, there is still a lot to love for any genre fan. While First Fate was overwhelming and inadequate in terms of narrative and diverse gameplay, the sequel strengthened it by providing a more comprehensive and in-depth structure for fans looking to plunge back into this universe. Destiny 2's massive scale is staggering, especially when it comes to action scenes and explorable planets. Destiny 2 really shines for gamers who love both action and aeration. With an extremely cinematic story around the Guardian that saves the solar system from the impending darkness, Destiny 2 offers a succulent content plate for its players. Elite Dangerous is a unique game in the sci-fi world because it is above all a realistic flight simulator that takes place in the farthest reaches of space. New players to the game may be delayed at first due to excessive entry barrier, including the act of flying from ship bay. Elite Dangerous prides itself on its immersion experience that encompasses everything from moment-to-moment cockpit controls to exploring star fields. In theory, Elite Dangerous is a completely open-ended game, so fans of the science fiction genre can constantly return to the Milky Way to continue their adventures. The game also includes a lot of space battles as it focuses on online multiplayer experiences. In essence, Elite Dangerous can be seen as a space opera MMORPG. Outriders is a solo or multiplayer sci-fi saga set on the planet Enoch. The original universe created for this game is full of darkness, despair, and destruction, but at its core, it's a narrative about meeting friends in search of any glimmer of hope. While Outriders may not have vast universe-based exploration filled with tons of spaceships, it provides a focused science fiction experience. Outriders are all about instant actions. Each charter has its own powers, and there are many weapons available for all classes. As one of the story's premieres, players can expect to travel through Enoch's vast forest, slums, and cities. Outriders may be smaller on planetary scale, but they make up for it with a tight game cycle. Star Wars: Jedi Fallen Order is one of the best sci-fi action-adventure games, especially for fans of the genre. After the multiplayer-focused Star Wars Battlefront games dominate the game world, they are getting more voice for a more single-player, story-based Star Wars experience. This is exactly where Star Wars: Jedi Fallen Order delivers to the match. Unfortunately, after our hero, Cal Kestis, who has become the target of the Galactic Empire, he now needs to survive, while fleeing as he learns his true purpose, to rebuild the Jedi Order. Cal is armed with a customizable lightsaber as well as a number of unlockable and upgradable Jedi powers. Star Wars: Jedi Fallen Order is an upstanding game with a focused story and tight gameplay. No Man's Sky is a massive freeform open-universe space epic in which players can get lost for hours. While No Man's Sky failed to make its initial launch due to excessive promise and meager delivery, the Hello Games team worked incredibly hard to accommodate the falling elements, turning it into a full-fledged epic space adventure. Although No Man's Sky does not have the same kind of narrative structure as the Mass Effect series, it offers players numerous ways to freely explore an ever-expanding universe. From crafting to base building, harvesting, and research, No Man's Sky truly has something for any sci-fi genre fan. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the page.